All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. On this video, we're going to talk about UCF versus Colorado. Colorado has to go down to Florida to take on UCF, who is undefeated. And Vegas have Colorado as the underdogs. In fact, they have them down by 2 touchdowns. And I want to talk about how this is a tricky game here because they have them down by 2 touchdowns. And UCF does have a strong balanced attack, but we're going to have to go to like who they played so far. And then let me just read this article. So it says UCF Knights, they're 3-0. They host Colorado Buffaloes 3-1 on Saturday, September 28th. I hope this game is able to go down because of the weather situation, but it's a matchup between Big 12 rivals at FBC Mortgage Stadium. Colorado is a 2-touchdown underdog. The point total is 64.5. In their most recent action, the Knights won versus the TCU Horned Frogs 35-34. Last time around, the Buffaloes defeated Baylor 38-31, being the final. So we got they have them as the underdogs here. UCF key players, they have RJ Riley, running back. His stats: 448 yards, 8 touchdowns. So they got him. They got KJ Jefferson, the quarterback. He threw for over 563 yards. Kobe Hudson at wide receiver, 13 receptions for 310 yards, 2 touchdowns. Let's see who else. The notables: linebacker Deshaun Price. He has 15 tackles, 1 TFL, 1 interception, 1 PD. Then you got defensive lineman, last name Kelly, 8 tackles for a loss, 1 sack. Defensive back they got to look out for is Sheldon Arnold. He's a junior. 8 tackles, 1 interception. And the other defensive back, Braden Marshall. So I'm gonna focus on these defensive backs because if I have to bet on this game, I'm looking at a few things here. So Braden Marshall, 8 tackles and 2 TFLs. Okay. But let's go back to Arnold. He's a junior defensive back, 8 tackles and 1 interception. So keep that in mind. So that's what we're gonna focus on right here, the key players. Let's go to Colorado for a second. And you're gonna start to see something on paper. You're gonna start to really see something here. The key players for Colorado, obviously quarterback Shedeur Sanders. He's already thrown for 1,340 yards, 11 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Travis Hunter. This is interesting. So Shedeur, he threw for 1,340 yards, right? Travis Hunter yardage as a receiver is 1,340. It's the same. And 11 touchdowns. Isn't that crazy? So let's stop right there for a second. So the major key players here is Shedeur and Travis, right? Their numbers are almost identical. Their numbers is almost identical here. I'm thinking this is this got to be a typo. It has to be. Yeah, it's a typo. It has to be a typo by these people. Okay, but anyway, let's go to LeJontay Wester. That was a typo. They got a lot of typos here on this website. Fox Sports. These are a bunch of typos here. But LeJontay Wester is another person to watch out for. He had that amazing catch last week to win the game. Amazing throw by Shedeur, an amazing catch by LeJontay Wester. Jimmy Horn Jr., another wide receiver you got to watch out for. He's fast. He's electrifying. If he gets into open space, watch out. Linebacker Levante Bentley, 4 tackles, 1 TFL, 1 sack. Defensive lineman Deion Hayes, 10 tackles, 4 TFLs, and 2 sacks. And also defensive back Cameron Soman Craig, 15 tackles, 3 TFLs. DJ McKinney, the other defensive back, 18 tackles, 1 TFL. Now, if you notice, they also didn't put Travis Hunter there on the defense, but you have to put him in there again as the defense, even though they have him as the Colorado key players, but he's offense defense, as we know. If you just look at the stats for a minute, Shador is at 1,300 yards passing. RJ Harvey is at 448. But the difference is the running game. I'm sorry, KJ Jefferson at 563 yards passing. Shador is over 1,300. The difference is the running game. That's the difference. And we didn't list any. That's the crazy part. They didn't list any of the running backs for Colorado as the key players, but they should have. They should have put the running. See, they're banking on the fact that UCF is going to force Colorado to abandon their running game. That's what they're banking on. They thinking that's going to happen. They think that they're going to abandon the running game and they're just going to be all passing, and UCF is going to be able to get through that offensive line to get to Shador. Now, there could be a couple plays in the game where he does get sacked. I mean, he's sack prone. But they do have a running game that you have to respect. Not only do you have to respect the running backs, you got to respect Shador legs. He's also a part of that running game. If he gets daylight in this game, it's going to be lights out. If he, and he also knows how to protect himself. So you have to keep that in mind. That you got to keep that in mind that he has taken upon himself now. If he see daylight, he's gonna run. And a lot of people don't weigh too heavy on his scrambling ability, but I'm telling you, he can scramble. He can scramble with the best of them. He may not be as fast as some of these quarterbacks, but he is fast enough. He's fast enough to get the job done. So they're going to have to respect Colorado's running game as well, because it also encompasses the quarterback. Now I heard that Dallin Hayden will be activated for this game. That's going to be even more dangerous. Colorado, they have committed to the running game, and I do predict that he's going to have a big game in conjunction with the freshman. They're going to Michael Welch. They're going to have a really good game. It's gonna the key takeaways is I started thinking about this again. Colorado has to establish that running game and commit to it, and it's going to make it easier for Shador to get this ball out to the receivers. And with that being said, UCF, Arnold, the defensive back Arnold, and Braden Marshall, they're going to have their work cut out for them. Not only do you have Travis Hunter out there, you got LeJontay Wester, as we know, he's more than capable. You don't get that many yards in your career if you're not capable. Okay, you got him out there. You got Jimmy Horn out there running. You got Omarion out there. He had that big catch last week where they thought he was down and he wasn't. He is a very dangerous receiver, and they do have him in their arsenal. They have too much weapons here. They're facing. Listen, what I'm trying to say is they're facing the best receiver core this year than they face. So even though they have him as a 2 touchdown favorite, let me just show you something here. Okay. Let's see. UCF. Let's go to UCF. Okay, so UCF, they're a 2-touchdown favorite. All right. They started off their season with New Hampshire. They beat New Hampshire 57-3. The second game of the season, they faced Sam Houston. They beat them 45-14. And when they got a little bit of competition, they barely won it at 35-34. When they face Colorado, they are now getting ready to face the best quarterback they have ever seen. They're getting ready to face the best two-sided athlete they have ever seen. They're getting ready to face the best wide receiver room they have ever seen. And they're getting ready to face the best running back room they have ever seen. This game, I think this is set up for people to make money. This is set up for the people to make money here. They're not the underdogs. They're not the underdogs, man. This is set up for people to make money, and I'm going to make money in this game. I'm going to make money. I promise you. And I'm going to show you at the end, like I did last year. I'm going to show you. On paper, they don't match well. On paper, Colorado gives them problems. They have not faced a quarterback like this yet this year. Okay, look, let me say it again. Even though Colorado is the 2-touchdown underdog, right? Like I said again, UCF started off their season against New Hampshire. You hear me? I said New Hampshire. And they beat New Hampshire 57-3. New Hampshire does not have a Shedeur Sanders. New Hampshire does not have a Travis Hunter. New Hampshire does not have a Omarion Miller. New Hampshire does not have a Jimmy Horn Jr. New Hampshire does not have a LeJontay Wester. Okay? Okay, so now we getting this now. This is easy money. Easy. Now, the next game, they played Sam Houston. They beat Sam Houston 45-14. I know I'm going to sound like a broken record. Okay, I know I am. I'm going to sound like a broken record. Let me just put this in perspective for you because these analysts don't know what they're talking about. It's just set up for people to make money. Their second game was Sam Houston. They beat Sam Houston 45-14. Sam Houston does not have a Shedeur Sanders. Sam Houston does not have a Travis Hunter. Sam Houston does not have a Jimmy Horn Jr. Sam Houston does not have a LeJontay Wester or Marion. Okay? Sam Houston does not have the running back room that we're capable of having. Sam Houston does not have a DJ McKinney. Sam Houston does not have a Silman Craig. I'm just telling you, this is an overwhelming game here. They don't match up well. Okay, so I don't know how they're the favorites here. I don't know. All right, let's go to TCU. When they finally face a little bit of comp here, they won 35-14. Okay, we know that the problems TCU has. Again, TCU does not have a Shedeur Sanders. They do not have a Travis Hunter. In fact, they don't have a Travis Hunter. They don't have a Marion. They don't have a LeJontay Wester. They don't have a Jimmy Horn Jr. They don't have a Will Shepherd. Excuse me. I know y'all saying, why didn't you mention him? They don't have a Will Shepherd. They don't have a Travis. Okay? They do not have a Silman Craig. They do not have, they don't. So they are not the favorites. I know that Vegas is saying that they're the favorites because that means everybody going to bet for Colorado. That's what that means. So people can make a little bit of money. That's what that means. I'm just telling you what this is. They have not faced a quarterback like this yet. As a matter of fact, ever. They have not faced nobody like this. This what you're watching is Shedeur has not even peaked yet. He's actually growing in front of us. He has not even listen, he has not reached his potential yet. Travis haven't either. They're still wet behind the ears. They still haven't finished growing yet. That's the crazy part. They're still kids. And they're a cut above the rest. So what are the takeaways from this game? They just have to make sure he don't get hit that much. And commit to the running game. And you'll see what happens in the fourth quarter. This game is going to be tight, though. I'm not taking nothing away from UCF. Just remember I said I'm not taking nothing away. It'll be tight early on, and then they'll pull away. By the end, they'll just pull away. It's too much of a mismatch here for them not to win. But, UCF is going to come out, and they're going to bring it. And I hear what people are saying, oh, they can't beat UCF. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hold on a second. Let's go back. What are you talking about? Their first game was against New Hampshire. New Hampshire. Their first game was against New Hampshire. Their second game was against Sam Houston. And their third game was against TCU. Who the hell have they faced? Nobody. Okay? Colorado record, they're more battle tested with their record. They're more battle tested because they faced Nebraska. They're more battle tested. They went up there. And you know the crazy part is they should have beat Nebraska. That's the crazy part. They beat themselves on that one by way of the coaching because they didn't commit to the running game. So if you see what happens when they commit to the running game, it makes the game a lot easier for them. And they will stay in the game. You know, that last game, was a nail biter. But some games just end up like that. They just end up in nail biters. This game could end up in a nail biter, but that defense, that secondary for UCF, they have not faced nothing like no Travis Hunter, man. And how do they handle this? Because if you zero in on Travis Hunter, LeJounte's right there. He's right there. So, and then, okay, you zero in them two, like, okay, we're going to spend most of the time looking at them two, and then Jimmy break one open. You got to respect him because of his speed. He's the fastest on his team. You have to respect him. So, how do you fix that? How do you fix that? And then you got somebody they're not even thinking about, Omarion. They're not even thinking about him. But if he gets in that game, he's going to do something crazy. So it's hard to stop this team. I wouldn't want to play Colorado early in the season. I wouldn't want to. They don't have nothing to lose. Colorado doesn't have anything to lose because everybody is not picking them to win. Nothing. But this game is a victory. This is an easy L here. I mean, an easy W here. Easy. But if UCF secondary, if they come to play though, and they're able to withstand that attack, then we have a ball game. Especially if they can get to Shador and just sack him like crazy. Now we got a ball game. We do. It's a ball game because that's what they're going to do. They say, you know what, we know Colorado has a running game, but we still don't respect it. We're gonna come after this quarterback, but what's gonna happen is Shador is gonna see daylight and he's gonna run it. So remember, their running game includes him now. He's been a mobile quarterback. He just liked to sit in the pocket, but he's mobile. So now he don't took it upon himself. He's like, the hell with sitting here getting sacked. If I see some daylight, I'm going to take it. So that makes him dangerous on the ground. He is dangerous because he knows how to slide and all types of stuff. He's very what do you call him? He's very deceiving. He doesn't look like he can run, but he can. So that's what teams, I know they did the skinny on, oh, he's slow. No, he's not. No, he's not. I've seen him run in the center all the way up the middle and get a touchdown. That happened last year. And then he started doing the Dion. He started doing the prime time. He did it against USC as well. So if he see daylight, he's going to take it. He's a triple. He's a double. He's a what do you call it? He's a dual threat. They don't look at him. I'm telling you, guys, they don't look at him as a dual threat, but he is. And then you got number 7 coming back. You got Welch doing his thing. They for sure going to have a running game, for sure. So now you have to figure out another way to beat him. Because if he stays upright and give him a few seconds, he don't throw it to one of his receivers for a big game. So for me, they're the favorites here going into the game. I don't know why they say 2 point. I think it's just set up to make money. So I see the hustle. Sam Houston, that's who they played, man, in New Hampshire. But they're the favorites, and they don't play New Hampshire. They beat the hell out of New Hampshire. Okay. Dude, they fresh off Nebraska. You see what I'm saying? Now I know people saying, well, Colorado State ain't nobody. Yes, they were. They came to play. Yes, they did. But what happened was their will got taken away from them. Okay, their will got taken away from them, and last week was a thriller. So yeah, this team is they're actually getting better as the week go on. Shador is getting better and better each game. He hasn't reached his potential yet. He'll reach it in the NFL. Within a few years in the NFL, he'll reach his full potential. He's not there yet. He's not there yet. He's still like you polishing a diamond. He's not, but when that diamond is polished, oh man, hold on now. It's gonna be something to see. But we gotta wait to the NFL to see it. Travis the same way. So yes, that's my assessment on this team as a bettor. I don't care if people give you a bet. I don't care what they're saying. I've been watching football a very long time. On paper, they don't match up. I'm just telling you that they don't match up, man. Flukes happen, though. Don't get me wrong. Unforeseen circumstances happen in sports. You know what I'm saying? So nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. But if I have to bet, yes, I'm betting with 2 in company. These people are cold. I haven't seen somebody this cold in a long time. He's cold. That's a cold dude. And he got a bunch of cold people with him this time. Travis, a bad man. Don't let them onesies fool you. That's a bad dude. You know, he quiet about it though. He's what you call a quiet riot. Shador quiet too. All of them are quiet. You notice that? All of them are quiet. This is a quiet team. I haven't seen a team this quiet. Okay. I mean, Shiloh's not quiet. You see what I'm saying? Like, but it's not too many rah-rahs on the team. They're a very quiet, go get it and do business team. Except for Benson, and he'll mix it up and give it to you. Shador every now and then, if you test him, he will. I think he's like more like in the cut with it. He's in the cut with it. That's a bad dude. Yo, did you see him pick up that defensive lineman last week? Y'all didn't see that? Y'all didn't see he help the defensive lineman up? After and you didn't see him calling for help when that defensive lineman got hurt? These are the defensive linemen that's coming after his throat. Did you see him pick the defensive lineman up and tap him? He do it all the time. That's a cold dude. That's a cold dude. He be doing that. That dude is like he got ice in his veins. This dude is picking up defensive linemen. Saying he tapped one guy when the dude got a sack on him, he tapped him and said, "Good play." Did y'all didn't see it? It's on Bucky's video. He tapped him and said, "Good play," because that's how confident he is that he gonna win. Crazy. That stuff you can't teach. That got to be in your DNA. You're like, man, I got Travis in company, man. I'm good, man. I'm good. And it wasn't a Hail Mary that he threw. That was just a regular fucking pass. It was. It wasn't a Hail Mary. He meant to do it. That's the crazy part. 2 seconds left. You under duress. It didn't matter. He squared his shoulders up and got it to where only LeJontay could catch it. So I guess their only thing that they're thinking is they got to start out fast. That's their only thing. They're looking to start out fast. I know that's what they're thinking. They're looking to start out fast. Listen, they're going to go to Florida and kill it. I'm just telling y'all that, man. This is the first time Prime is back in Florida. Yeah, but hopefully they'll be able to play this game, though, because of the weather. I'm hoping so. Hopefully this don't get postponed. And because I'm looking at the weather myself, because I'm supposed to be affected by it. You know how they're saying they're building it so as the what do they say, the most dangerous storm in a year, most powerful storm in a year. Okay, well that's okay. You said in a year. Okay, so this is the most powerful storm we're gonna get this year, bruh. I gotta tell y'all something real quick. I don't know what happened last night. I thought the cops was after me. I was in. Let me just hold on a second. Hold on. You guys will get a good kick out of this. I'm laying in bed last night. I'm chill. I'm like just. I woke up to a police. What do you call it? You know when they're on the loudspeaker. There's lights all in my window, yo. People flashing lights. And you could tell that the lights they were flashing was on their rifles. Because I could see the you know when the light the muzzle light on the rifle, it was coming through my window. I said, damn, what did I do? I was like, damn, all right. Let me go ahead and put some pants on. And maybe I gotta surrender myself, you know what I mean? But I had said to myself, I ain't gonna do no talking. Man, this is loud, yo. Hold on a second. I was like, I ain't gonna do no talking. All right. I was getting myself together. I was calm, y'all. I was real calm. I said, I ain't gonna do no talking. My first phone call gonna be my mother, so she can get a lawyer for me. So that's it. Because I don't know if my brother did something and they coming to my house. I don't know what happened. But I heard boom, 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 boom. It was like explosions. It's like they set they threw something in somebody because you could hear the window breaking, and it was a big explosion. Come on out with your hands, come on out. And I was like, that ain't my glass. I was like, oh, they after somebody else down the street, but the truck was near my house. That was crazy. I was like, my brother done did something, yo. Either my brother or my cousin done did something, and they think they're here. So that's a shame that I had to. That's the first thing I thought of. But then my whole thing was, I ain't gonna talk. I'm just gonna go ahead, get my shirt on, at least get some shoes on, because I ain't going there and put some socks on because the jail is cold. So that's what I was thinking. At least put some socks and shoes on. Man. But anyway, so that was crazy. But anyway, let me get back to this. This ain't they not underdogs. They're not underdogs, man. So now you know they ain't face nobody. You know, I was like, let me look at their schedule, see who they face. Okay, they face New Hampshire and Sam Houston and TCU. I give them TCU though, and the TCU game was very close. TCU should have won that game. I went and looked at the highlights. 35-14. It came down to a field goal, and the field goal guy missed it for TCU. If he had made it, they would have had an L on their first major competition. So this is the Colorado is their major competition here because they're not going to face a they facing a really good quarterback here. That's potentially the number one quarterback taken in the draft, and that's for a reason. He got all the intangibles for people to say that. And then you're facing Travis Hunter. He just one step away from playing in New York City for the Jets. You know what I'm saying? He just one step away now. And You can't forget about the rest of them. Silman Craig is playing at an all-time high right now. He's doing his thing. Bentley is playing at an all-time high. He's doing his thing. Hill Green is playing. Well, I'm not surprised at him. Didn't he win a national title? Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. He was on a national title team last year that won a national title. So not surprised there. Yeah, I'm not surprised. They're gonna have a little difficulty here. They're gonna have a little difficulty. This ain't gonna be no high scoring game for them. They're gonna run into a little difficulty. And then on defense, they got Travis out there. They got a whole bunch of people. But what they're gonna try to do, put pressure on Shador. That's what every team's trying to do because they know he's sack prone. So they're gonna try to do it. And now some people, I know somebody said to him, well, if you get in a situation, just throw it away. Well, the problem is he got to be out of the pocket to do it. He's still in the pocket in the zone when he's not throwing it away. So he's looking for a play to develop. But now I guess what he's thinking is if I see daylight, I'm going to take it. But if he's not out of that pocket, he can't throw it away. They're going to call him. They're going to call it. They're going to call a flag on him. So there's been a few cases where that pocket has broken down on him. But if he can have a few seconds there, yes, he will get the ball off. Or he would just run for daylight if he has it. But look for him to do that this game. He established it the last game. Like, look, we're gonna have a running game by any means necessary. If I got to do it. So remember, he's part of the running game. He's a dual threat. They don't advertise him as a dual threat, but he's a dual threat. And he's big enough too, to where if you hit him, he ain't gonna get hurt. He's big. He's a big quarterback. He's gotten bigger from last year. But just don't want him to take too many hits, though. But yes, he is a threat to run. So that's the takeaways here because I saw that 2 touchdowns. I'm like, who the hell they play? Alabama? Were they close with Alabama or who are they close with? No, they're not a 2 touchdown. Then don't get me wrong, this game is going to be competitive now. It is. It is, but they ain't not no 2 touchdown favorite. I'm sorry. If anything, this game is going to come down to the wire again. It's going to come down to the wire, if anything. But 2 touchdowns? No, I don't think so. This is a nice opportunity for me to get some free money here. Very nice opportunity, and you ain't got to put too much down. So that's what I'm planning to do here. Now I know that they're going to somebody else's home stadium. Listen, if they could sit up there in Nebraska and take them fans and almost win the game, but they beat themselves though, and do okay there, they can do okay anywhere. They survive anywhere now. That crowd, well, don't get me wrong, that UCF crowd gonna be loud too. They are. They're gonna be loud. I like that stadium, by the way. They're gonna be loud. But that is something about that Nebraska fan. I don't know, man. That stadium was like, man. I don't think it's quite big as Ohio State Stadium or Michigan, but damn, it's close. But yeah, this is. I don't foresee this being a problem. If anything, at worst, it's going to be a close game. Yeah, I know he could throw, and I know the other one can run, but I like what Bentley and them doing no better. I like what Bentley and Hillgreen is doing better, though. I like what they're doing better. So that's just what it is. It's just gonna be a lot. It's gonna be. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be a good game though. That's what I like. I like a good game. They're not a walk. They're not a pushover. That's what I'm saying. They're not a pushover by any means. But 2 touchdowns, no fam. Nope. I don't think so. Not 2 touchdowns. Okay. Don't even. That's disrespectful. Don't even do that. 2 touchdowns, no. But that's a game that's going to be exciting. I hope that everything will be okay to where they play that game. So the storm should have been past there, right? By then, by Saturday, right? But see, that's the crazy. It's going to be up here near me, that storm. But I think it's just going to be a lot of rain for us. I think that's it. So, but yeah. So, you know, um, when I say sack prone, I'm not trying to be funny. That's just what it is. You got to play the hand that you dealt in life. They have a problem with sacks. I'm being real with you, but that don't mean they can't win the game though. Okay, because obviously them sacks ain't have no issue last week. He didn't care. He was still gonna win this game. So he got the will. He can will himself a situation. So he gonna do it again. But see now what he's doing is he's like, you know what? If I see daylight, the hell with it. I'm just gonna be running all over the place. So that's just what it is. You said KJ ain't Brady. You said get the fuck out of here. Oh, you talking? Damn. You say he not Brady, huh? Ain't nobody Brady, dog. Brady in a class by himself because he lasted so long in the game. You know, he played so many years. Did you know he outplayed everybody that was drafted before him? He outplayed everybody. Everybody. Everybody that got picked over him, he kept a list, and he played. He outlasted everybody. That was the biggest. I think that was the biggest miss in draft history. That was the biggest miss because they were sitting up there clowning. That's why I don't listen to the analysts too much. They were sitting up there clowning him like they know what's in his heart. You can't measure it. Just like with Colorado, they got some people on that team that rise when the game starts. They might be a little sluggish in practice, but when that game start, they turn into something else. They have them on the team. They do. We saw it last week with Omarion. We saw it. It's when the lights are on when he go to another level. Some players are like that. They turn it on when the lights is on. And they turn into something else. And the coach is looking around like, hey, we ain't see that in practice. I know. Some players are like that. Iverson was like that. Iverson, remember, he was like, he had that famous press conference, Allen Iverson, which he went on to the Hall of Fame, first ballot. He said, you talking about practice. You talking about practice. Remember that? But when the lights came on, you couldn't stop them when the lights came on. Some people are like that. It's up to the positional coach to see it. Like, wait a minute, I got to give this man a chance. Now, Prime knows that. There was one game where he looked at the wide receiver coach. He was like, will you play everybody? He said, play everybody. Because he know there's certain players that rise when the lights is on. When they hear the crowd and the lights on, they get a different charge. It's like they go deep down and find something. He got players on the team that's like that. But the only problem is they have a good problem though. It's not enough ball to go around. That's a very good problem to have. It's not enough ball to go. You can't play everybody. It's not a good. They got to wait till next year. I know some are sophomores. Omar is a sophomore. He'll be the man next year for sure. But right now, there's not enough ball to go around. You know how like Jimmy Horn stuck it out? and now he demand. That's how it got to be. You just got to wait your turn. But it's a very good problem to have. That means that they're building for the future. It's a very good problem to have when you don't have enough ball to go around. Very, very good problem to have, because if somebody go down, now he's in. Okay, because it's a long season. It's a dangerous football is dangerous. So somebody could go down, and now he's in. But so I just wanted to say that it's just not enough to go around. Every last wide receiver in that room is more than capable. Every last one of them. But they just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. It's too much. You can't have Travis not out there. You know what I'm saying? He's chasing destiny right now. That's what he's doing. I know. I think it was DNVR. They said, is he the best player in Colorado history? Right now, I have to keep saying Rashaan Salaam. Rest in peace. They're too young to remember what happened when Rashaan Salaam that year. I even remember that. I remember that Heisman Trophy year. And here's another thing that you have to keep in mind about Rashaan Salaam. He had Cordell Stewart and Westbrook on the team. And he still ran for over 2,000. You have to keep that in mind. Both them players went on to the NFL. He had NFL players that weren't that was the main event on that team. Also, he had the tight end too that went on to the NFL. He still ran for 2,000 that year. I still remember that last game where he needed a certain amount of yardage to wrap up the Heisman Trophy, and he did it. I never forget that. And I wasn't even in Nebraska. I wasn't even a Colorado fan. I remember Tommy Frazier. I still remember it to this day what he did. Young people don't remember. It's one thing to see highlights, it's one thing to live it. I remember Ron Dane's year. I remember Ricky Williams' Heisman Trophy year. I remember Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush had to be the most electrifying I've ever seen when he won the Heisman Trophy. It was no question that he was going to win it. No question. I've seen Randy Moss at Marshall. Even though he didn't win the Heisman, he was a finalist. But he had a hell of a year at Marshall. Travis is what you call pending. It's pending. But is he the best two-sport athlete on their team ever? Yes, he's the best two-sport athlete ever. But you can't discredit Rashaan Salaam, though. Now, see, for these Colorado fans, like, oh, he's not really a real fan. You don't remember Rashaan Salaam. I do. You don't remember. Because half the people talking about they're too young. You weren't born yet. I remember. I remember Rashaan Salaam, man. I remember Cordell Stewart. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I remember that team because when I see teams like, oh shit, let me follow this team. I watched them that year. I remember the commentator said he needs just a few more yards. Can he get it? He broke open a touchdown. And they knew right then and there he had the Heisman Trophy. Yep. Man, I'm telling you. So yes, he's up there with I would say Travis is one of the all-time greats at Colorado. And I said that his jersey should be retired. 2 jerseys should be retired too. They should go in the rafters. So yes, they're gonna be like, because I don't like comparing. I don't like when we compare generations, like eras. I mean, just like they be trying to compare the Jordan era to LeBron and them, like who's the greatest. Like I don't like to do that because they had their eras. You know what I mean? You could say he's the best in this era. You know what I'm saying? Jordan's the best in his era. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they came up with the Jordan rules, to try to beat the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? And yes. So, I mean, if you comparing championships, you got to give it to Bill Russell, dog. If you're going to say the greatest ever, and what are you measuring it by? If you measuring it by champ, you got to give it to Bill Russell, period. He got so many rings. I don't even know if we can count them all. That's how many rings he have. But This is going to be a good game. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good game, but they're going to pull it out. And don't be, no, I don't know why people be surprised. They're like, oh my God, they beat UCF. This team might be for real. That's what they're going to say. But they still going to be like, yeah, it's UCF though. Yeah, it's UCF. They wait till they play Kansas though, Kansas State. That's what they're going to say. And then if they edge Kansas State, still haven't played Utah, they still going to keep throwing all the way to the very end. And if they get to the Big 12 title game, this is too much for them. Maybe next year, this is too much. Then they win that. Now they're going to be like, they ain't going to say nothing at that point. They're going to be like, okay. But remember, if they get to the Big 12 title game and they're going to win it, and now they're off in the playoffs. That's them. Now you got to make a movie out of this. Because now if that happens, their coach is coach of the year. There's no other coach that could be coach of the year. You have to give it to him. The reason why is because of the record last year and what he inherited. So you gotta give him coach of the year. They get in the playoffs, hands down. One of them is winning the Heisman. They have to give it to him at that point. It's just, I mean, you got an Iron Man on this team, yo. He plays all these snaps, and they're saying it again. NFL, no, he's not going to be able to do it in NFL. Well, then shit, he pick a position then, and then play one every now and then. That's probably what's going to happen. I honestly think, I don't know what he's going to play. I really don't know. Wide receiver, I don't know. I don't know what he's going to play in the NFL. I just say he do both, but they saying he can't do both. But see, what you don't understand is always somebody come along to break the mold. There's always somebody that come along to do it. Maybe he is it. I don't know. But UCF, what is it, a 3:30 game? It's an earlier game. And they're going to go in there and they're going to take it. It's just one opponent on the schedule that they can check off. They're going to go in there and take it. Go in their house, take the victory, and then go about their business. That's it. That's it, man. I think they said they want a rotation on the offensive line. I think that's what the coaches they were saying. They would like to see a rotation. So, because I know they are rotating. I didn't, Mayers is playing still, but he's not starting, but he is in the game. Because I had to look again. I did see him in the game. So they are rotating, but yeah, that'd probably be a deeper rotation. We'll see. But yeah, they got this, y'all. I don't care what they say. He said, appreciate the CU history. Yeah, I know the CU history. I do. I most certainly do. But I'm not a real fan, though. But see, I lived it. I remember Rashawn Salam. He ran for over 2,000 yards, and he had Cordell Stewart and Westbrook on the team. So he didn't get all the touches. But when he did get the touches, it mattered. He broke a lot of he had a lot of rushes where he broke it wide open. 50 yards here, 40 yards there, 30 yards here. That's what he did. So he only had a few touches and ran for all those yards. You said, "Hey Max, I saw the comment about Miss Peggy. Is she doing okay?" I didn't hear what's going on. I didn't see the comment. You said the haters will be hate. No, I don't know if it's haters. I think people just they're not seeing it. They're not really seeing it. Like, but if you look at it, don't get me wrong, UCF is a good team, but you got to look. First of all, you got to look at Colorado's defense because everybody keys in on Travis, like that. But you got Silman Craig playing at an all-time high. You have Levante Bentley and Hill Green playing. You see what I'm saying? You got McKinney. And even what's his name? He came in and picked up where Shiloh left off. Stoutmeyer. The defensive line it's just a matter of time, I think, before they start going for them sacks. It's a matter of time. They have flashes of sacks. They have like a sack here, a sack there, but they're a work in progress. Remember, Warren Sapp and Lewis, this is their first year. You got to give them a few years to get some kids under their belt for that defensive line to be really going after the quarterback. But they're close now. So yeah, they're very close. And remember, Hayes and them, they have more years of eligibility left, and Quinn Barnes, so they're gonna be good. Yeah, they're literally getting better each game, and it's you have to credit that to, obviously he has now proven himself, Livingston, as the all premier offensive coordinator. And now we got to look at, like, okay, were we that surprised? He came from the Bengals, so he had to know something. So he had to have known something. So now that question has been answered. He knows something, and he cold with it too. It's like he be changing up as he go along. You could tell, okay, this ain't working. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna do this, and the kids are responding to him. They like him. He's fiery too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They gonna have a problem with Shiloh. They got a problem because I heard what he said in practice. He's like, damn. He said, man, they trying to hold me now. He wants to play. He's like, man, it's ridiculous. He tired of sitting on the sidelines, man. He tired. So definitely that bye week though, Shy. I'm telling you, be back. But he probably gonna try to, I don't know. He itching to play now. He itching. He ain't hit nobody in a while too. Oh yeah, he's itching to play. But I'll be surprised, like, after the bye week. Yeah, their defense is solid. Um, so that's what I'm saying. It's like you got to take that into consideration, their defense. Then Travis out there lurking around, Silman Craig, that's dangerous. So yeah, they for real, man. It's just that the old way of thinking, it takes a while for that old way of thinking to change. Like, okay, well, because people are still saying, well, they built this team in the transfer portal. In their minds, it's still not going to work in their minds. And then they're still thinking about all these sacks. You know what I mean? And some people say, well, he hold on to the ball too long. Well, he's still in the pocket. I think he's trying to wait for somebody to come crack open. But yeah, he just gonna have to move his feet then and just run. That's like he did, like he been doing. So that's what he gonna do. Look for him to run this game too. It's just, you ever see like he running, he pick up all these yards. It don't look like he running that fast, but he's very nifty, and he can get those yards. So that's what's gonna happen. So I already know. I'm like, no, this is. I saw the betting lines. I was like, damn, okay. Well, this is some easy money here. It's some easy money, easy. So easy money, easy money. This game, because I'm like, oh, they cannot beat UCF. Mm-mm. Oh, no, they can't be. Maybe next year. No, it's this year. And that's only just fueling them. Like they said we can't win. Okay, we're gonna go take it. So that's what it is, man. I already know. That's an early Christmas present. He said the O line got to do better blocking for Shador. That's when what's his name is gonna be when what's his name is finally off. Whatever happened, once he get in the game, that will all be corrected. Remember, I told you he would not get sacked no more, no more. But he's not in the game, and I don't know what happened. for him not to be in the game? Is he hurt? Is the altitude bothering him? Like, I don't know what's going on. But if that big man get in the game, it's over. Over. He's not getting sacked. Over. Then that means Khalil will have to go to right tackle. And you got him and Rock in the game. Him and Rock at the guards position. No, you're not sacking him. But like I said, I don't know what's happening. But once they get Tyler Johnson in the game, there's no more sacks. That is the final piece of the puzzle. He's the final piece. But, it could be a lot of things. He could be hurt, stuff like that. But he's a grad student. This is last year. But watch this. Remember I say this. Even if he don't play this year, he have a good combine. He's going to the NFL. Remember I said it. Even if he didn't play. Yep. I just don't know what the hell, what's going on with him. But I don't have time to be thinking about it. He said Travis Hunter, Heisman winner. He keep playing the way he's playing, and they get to, well, there's going to be a few things that got to happen before he win it. You can win the Heisman with 6, 7, 8 games. However, if they barely get bowl eligible, they're not going to give it to him. They're going to give it to the guy from Ole Miss. I'm just being real with you. They're going to give it to the guy from Ole Miss. They're probably going to give it to who else is lighting it up? Milrow or somebody else. The thing is, for them, they would have to at least, I would say 9 games, 9 or 10 games. The reason why is because he's very valuable to the team. Now, if you go off of just for him being valuable alone, he has to win it. Because without Travis, CU is a different look. And he plays so many snaps, and he's excelling at both ends of the ball. So that alone, you have to give it to him. But they're not going to do that. If their record is less than stellar, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it, man. They're going to give it to the person that's damn near undefeated and get deep into the playoffs. That's potentially going deep in the playoffs. That's who they're going to give it to. But he don't have to get deep in the playoffs to win it. He just have to, I would say the magic number is 9 games, 9 or 10 games. That's the magic number. And then he got it. Especially if he's still playing at that level, of course, he got it. Because he's playing both ends of the ball. And he's excelling at both. You see what I'm saying? He's excelling at both. So, yes, that he should be the front runner, regardless of record. If it was up to me, I don't care about the record. But they care about it. They're going to care about that. They're going to use that against him. And the running back from Texas doing his thing, too. You said Cam Ward is the front runner right now. Well, no, it depends on, I would say he is one of the names up there for the Heisman too, Cam Ward. He is. Shador is too. We can't forget about Shador. Shador is too. I promise you this, though. If they win the Big 12 title and win a game in the playoffs, Shador and Travis are going to be finalists for the Heisman. Both of them. That's going to be the first time, I think, in history. Both of them will be there for the final ceremony. You have to. Because the way they turn the team around. That's very, very important. It's very important. But the way Travis is doing it, shit, he's my pick. Who the hell? I mean, ain't nobody do that in a long. I mean, I've seen people play both sides, but not like this. And excelling at both. You're not most receivers are not throwing. I mean, most quarterbacks are not throwing to him. That's very big for you not throwing to him. That means he's doing something. So yeah, he's my favorite for the Heisman. Maybe I'm a little biased, but he's my favorite for the Heisman. He's also my favorite for Scholar Athlete of the Year. If he keeps that 4.0, he's an academic All-American. That's very important. He's an academic All-American, and he's a All-American. And shit, they don't keep throwing at him. He's a finalist for the. Remember, he might be a finalist for the Thorpe Award. So he's actually kind of chasing Coach Prime because Coach won the Thorpe at Florida State. So he's might be a finalist for the Thorpe. But remember this, if he's a finalist for the Heisman, he won the Thorpe. I'm thinking he won the Thorpe Award, and that's very big for him to win it. I don't know, man. That last game, Coach got to be emotional. That's going to be very emotional, that last game. So that's going to be very emotional for him to coach these kids for the last time. Or they can have breaking news. Guys, Shador's coming back for his grad season. Travis coming back for his senior season. But that's not happening. But that's pretty much it for them. But yeah, that's gonna be rather emotional. It has to be. He's human. Yeah, he has his side. See, that's he's excelling on both ends of the ball. He has his side locked down. He's on an island. Um his receiver's not getting the ball, and it's because of him. And then on the other side of the ball, he played receiver. He's catching all these trick shots. So it's yeah, he in my mind he's the favorite to win it. He has to be, but it's gonna come down to they're gonna try to use that record. I'm pretty sure. But right now, that's why I say it's pending because it's still early in the season. I would say after week 8, maybe after week 7 or 8, then we could say it like he's close to winning it, or he's like the favorite to win it. Because they'll be beyond eligible for a bowl game at that point. Now they're chasing Big 12 now, the Big 12 title. Because once they get eligible for a bowl game, now they're chasing the Big 12 title. Because they get that, they get a better bowl game. Now they got the major bowl game. That's what they're chasing. And then, but yeah, man, it's a possibility, man. I'm telling you, it is. It's just, don't get me wrong. This season is a grind, though. It is. But in my mind, they have the best quarterback in the world right now. Well, in the college world. So that's more than half the battle. And you got arguably the best overall player in the world, in the world actually. I'm gonna say the whole damn country, including NFL. So that helps. And then the other ones are excelling too. So yeah, it's gonna be good. And we're gonna see Shiloh is due to come back and maybe after the I bet you he wanna play this game. But he'll probably be back after the bye week. Because the cast is off. Everything is off. So he'll probably play with a special brace or something. That's crazy how sports medicine is, man. Yeah, I did see it. I saw the K-State BYU. I did see it. Oh, gotta worry about BYU. You gotta worry about all the teams, to be honest with you. You said, why do you think Shador ain't getting more Heisman hype? He's up there. He's one of the people being talked about. Remember after the last game what he did? He performed a miracle. Yeah, he's in the running. It's just they're gonna come down to record. That's what it's going to come down to. If they win the Big 12 title game, him and Travis is there for the finals. I'm pretty sure of it. But, Travis is getting a little bit more hype because he's playing both sides of the ball. That's why. But yeah, it seems like they're getting better as the season go along. That's the scary part. It's like they're each year it's like, okay. I mean, each game, okay, yeah. Now we could do this now. Okay, this game, okay, now we don't added this person into the O-line mix. Now we ain't getting no sacks off of us. I don't know, man. Coach, let that kid play, man. I don't know what he did. Let the kid play, man. Please. Because y'all ain't gonna get no sacks off y'all. Let the kid play, man. I don't know what's going on. Is he hurt? Let him play, man. I've seen this film, coaches. I've seen this film, man. That's the same person. So I don't know, man. I don't know. A team knows better. Yeah, he's massive too, man. Like him at the guard position, I believe those holes will open up even more if he's out there. Because I've seen it in his tape from his last school. He was killing it, pushing people all the way back, throwing them to the ground, pancakes. It was crazy. I felt sorry for the person that was trying that matched up against him. He was getting whooped the whole game. Chris, you said UCF gonna whoop Colorado. Put your money on it, Chris. I don't want to hear it. Put your money on it. Let me see your betting lines at the end of the game. SN services, we always got one that had to come in. We always got one. That's all. We gotta have one. At least we gotta have one. You said need to get Omarion more touches. You see, I was saying that in the beginning. That's a good problem to have, though. When you don't have enough ball to go around, that's a very good problem to have. Because what happens if somebody gets hurt? Then he'll be in. You got to have that depth. He'll be the man next year. But I mean, he gets in the game now. Actually, keep situation you get in. And it just so happened his number got called, and he went for a touchdown. You said Cordell Thomas need to play. Well, when did he get there? He probably like working, trying to get up, get the speed. Wait, you talking about oh, never mind. You talking about Cordell. I thought you said Cordell Russell. You said KJ Jefferson, RJ Harvey are straight dogs. You ain't see what them boys did. I did. I saw the highlights. I saw the highlights. For sure. For sure. I saw the highlights, man. I saw the highlights. But did you see that Colorado highlights on the defensive end last week? Solomon Craig, Hillgreen, Bentley. But did you see that though? Travis, McKinney, did you see that though? Huh? Yeah, so you gotta look at both sides. I did. I looked at both sides. I saw the highlights. You said someone going for 200 yards this game. You mean rushing? You said this is gonna be a big game. No, I agree. This ain't you. Look, I agree. This is a really key game here, right? You can't. UCF is nothing to play with. However, they ain't play nobody this year, man. They ain't play nobody. But I'm not taking nothing away from, but they haven't seen no quarterback like this yet. Like this right here. You know what I'm saying? So, or Travis. So, but it'd be a good game though. Don't get me wrong. I just don't hope this don't come down to no field goal, or like a thriller again. But hey, for people in the stands, they get their money's worth. You said UCF secondary is mid. Damn, he said they mid. But that's gonna be a problem if they mid. Man, they can't be mid, Stanford. I'm not dissing them. You saying they mid. I hope. What if they watching right now? Don't give them no Stanford. Don't give them no inspiration here. You don't call them mid. Yeah, Travis getting like what, average 100 yards a game receiving. Yeah, he's a finalist for the Heisman. He got to. I know it's early, but shit, come on, man. He's averaging 100 yards as a receiver, and he's shutting people down. Yeah, that's Superman right there. And he listen. On top of it, he go home and wear onesies. That's like fucking Clark Kent, dog. He's like Clark Kent. You see how he wear the glasses to the game? Yo, that's really Clark Kent, man. Like he don't even strike me like as like a regular football player. You know what I'm saying? But he put that uniform on, he turned into something else. You know, he remind me just like, well, he wasn't as bad as what's his name at the University of Miami. What was that quarterback at the University of Miami look like a computer geek? That was a quarterback. His name was Ken Dorsey. Dude, when Ken Dorsey was walking to the game, you know how they walk to the game? They walk, the crowd is on each side. I said, that's the quarterback? They said, yeah, that's the quarterback, dog. But when he put on that uniform, he turned into Superman. If anybody remember Ken Dorsey, he didn't even look like he didn't even look like a football player. But when he put on that uniform, he turned into something else, man. Travis is not quite that bad like Ken Dorsey because Travis is athletic. Ken didn't even look athletic, man. He didn't even look athletic. Sat up there and won them bowl games. I bet you he did. And went to the NFL on top of it. On top of it. Got drafted. I was like, yo, who is this guy, man? You said Barry Sanders the same way? Yeah, Travis, he's in a what you say, a class of his own. And I love it, man. He don't get in no trouble. He not hanging out. He go home and play that video game, man. Put his onesies on. And like you can't say nothing about his onesies. Like he playing like that. Like you just can't. It's just like Caleb Williams painting his nails. You can't say nothing about it. You just like, all right, whatever. It's just like the Dodgers player. He don't look like he can do what he doing. He hit home runs whenever he want to. Never seen nothing like that. Even though, believe it or not, I have seen it before. but people just don't remember. Ken Griffey Jr., he was the same way. But he just got injured. But now you see what we've seen with the Dodgers, we've seen that already. For people my age, we've seen that already. That's not okay. He's doing his thing. He's in the 50-50 club. Okay, we've seen Barry Bonds before the allegations. He was doing that. It's just that this generation, that's the star for this generation. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for this game, though. What's up, old school? You ready for it? This easy money for me. Easy. No problem at all that they're going to win this game. No problem. I'm just telling you, it's not. Look, let me look at this again for those that remember. What's up, Thomas? The first game UCF played was New Hampshire. They beat them 57-3. Okay, New Hampshire, folks. New Hampshire does not have, I have to repeat again. For those already ready, go ahead and mute. New Hampshire don't have no Shador Sanders. New Hampshire does not have a Travis Hunter. They don't have a LaJohntay West. They don't have a Jimmy Horn Jr. They don't have a Marion. The list goes on and on and on. They don't have a Silman Craig. The list goes on and on. The second game they played Sam Houston. They beat 45-14. They don't have a Shador and company. But they did play TCU. That's that's a nice opponent. They beat them 35-14. They barely beat them. The only reason why they lost because the TCU kicker missed a field goal. Okay. So now, this weekend they play Colorado. This is their team now. This is the team. This is their competition. Okay, this is their competition rating. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know why they got them down by 2 touchdowns, but I guess it's set up to make money. So that's how I say it right there. Yeah, no respect. 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he was the truth in Miami, Ken Dorsey. But he didn't look like it when he was walking to the game, though. He didn't look like it. Just like how John Stockton, did you look, fun fact, when John Stockton was in the 92 Olympics in Barcelona, he was the only player on the dream team that can walk. He walked to the game. The rest of them was on the bus because the fans were so crazy. While the fans is trying to rush to the bus, John Stockton is right there, and they missed him because he didn't look like he part of the team. Now, I'm not taking nothing away from John Stockton, but Isaiah should have been on the team. But that's just another story. And instead of Christian Laettner, it should have been Shaq. But, that's just me. But anyway. Or instead of the college players, it should have been Isaiah. You could keep Stockton on too. You said the game matches up good. It does match up good, Thomas. It does. You said don't act like beating TCU wasn't beating anyone. Well, how come when Colorado played them, they said that Colorado didn't play nobody? Oh, TCU ain't the same team, and now y'all saying that TCU somebody now. Now all of a sudden they somebody. But look, let me tell you this. You weren't here in the beginning of this video. I said yes, they face some competition. I said TCU is competition. I said that. So you just got here, metaphysics. Okay? You just got here. You just got here, but I have to catch you up. Yeah, I said they are competition. They barely beat them. They barely beat them. TCU, they should have won the game. But the kicker, I hate that it had to come down to the kicker. It shouldn't have had to come down to the kicker, but it did. And he missed the field goal. I saw the highlights. Oh, yeah, I saw it. Listen, John Stockton in Barcelona, the fans didn't even realize it. It was one fan, though. It was a group of fans that did recognize him. And they started getting autographs, right? And then the rest of the crowd caught on to it. It was like, wait a minute. He on the dream team? Or he just wanted to help staff. No, he's on dream team, dog. You said Isaiah Thomas was too caught up in his hate. No, that wasn't the reason why he on the team, though. He got hated on. I don't think he still has gotten over that. Run defense, top 14. Let's go. Linebacker core, top 3 in the nation. Did y'all hear that? Because don't act like we ain't got a linebacker on the team that just fresh off a national title. Because he is. I was like, how did they get him, man? But hey, they got him. You said for real though, CU hasn't beaten a team with above 500 record in Power 5. Oh, Power 4. You saying Power 4? Wait, what? Wait a minute. You said they haven't beaten a team above. They have beaten a team above 500. Yeah, it was a lot of players left off the dream team. I mean, shit. But the dream team, that was the best team ever. Their only competition was in practice, believe it or not. That was it. That was the only competition. Was their scrimmages. That's it. Against each other. It was the new school against the old school. That's when it was the changing of the guard from Showtime to the Jordan era. But that team was cold though. So yeah, they were 2-1 for the loss. I know. But he tried to ease that on in there. Like they didn't beat Baylor. But that's how it is, man. They just this team is rolling right now. They rolling. They ready to go. So they in Florida now. They had to get to Florida because of that weather. So they there early. I think they got there yesterday. Probably got there yesterday. You said Kobe Hudson is literally Travis Hunter on UC. No, he's not. No, he's not. You can't compare him to Travis. Uh-uh. He don't play both sides of the ball, sir. Oh, you saying if you watch his twitches on his wait a minute. Wait, hold on. What? Kobe Hudson is literally Travis on UCF. No, he's not. No, he's not. I've seen all the highlights. You can't get me on that. I'm prepared today. I've seen all the highlights. I've seen it, but Baller, I've seen it. All of it. You can't get me today. I was prepared. Remember, I took a few days off. I'm prepared today. I've seen all the highlights and I did the skinny on the team. Yes, he is good. Yes. Yes, he is good. Okay. I'm not saying he's garbage. But you trying to say he's Travis. Oh, no. No. No, there's nobody like Travis. There's nobody. Trust me, I've been watching a long time. There's nobody like this man. I'm telling you. And I'm gonna have to say pause on this one. He got to wear the same underwear. Pause. Because he said in the press conference, he said, every time I wear these underwear, we win. That's right. You got to wear them. You clean them up and wear them, for this game. Matter of fact, wear them the rest of the season. with the rest. Remember he said that? He said, every time I wear these undies, we win. Well, guess what? You might have to wear them for the whole season. You might have to wear them for the whole season. I had to say pause on that, but you're going to have to wear them. I like the O-line rotation concept. Yeah, I rotate 7. You may not have to rotate 7 if you put big man in, because he's not getting out. Once he gets in, they're not letting him out, because you're not getting past him. So, but I don't know. I just don't know why he's not playing. But he travels with the team, and during the game, he have his helmet on, and he's behind the bench, but he has his helmet on, so that means he's not hurt. So I don't know, so we'll see. Prom said we're going to see him pretty soon, but I tell y'all right now, I put everything on it. Not everything, but I put it on it. If he gets in the game, there's no more sacks. There may be a few, but not like it used to be. No more sacks. But I just don't know why he's not playing. You said I'm can't be tripping, y'all. You tripping, ball. You said I'm can't be tripping. Yeah, you tripping. I'm gonna have to highlight this one. You said you mean I can't be tripping? You said I'm can't be tripping. Yeah, you tripping. See that? The universe got you tripping with that right there. You tripping. Yes, you are. No, don't say I now. Let's go back to the I'm. See, this is what the universe meant for you to say, baller. See, I caught it. I'm on everything today. I know what you meant. I'm just having fun. I know what you meant. But see, that's the universe getting you back. See, you ain't think I was prepared today. You ain't see no highlight. I did see the highlights. I did. But I can't play them here for copyright reasons. And I don't have the all 22 film. Can somebody please tell me how I get that film? Do I got to pay for it? How do I get that? Because, you know what I'm saying? How do I get that film, man? Where do I got to go to pay for it? Because I'll go get it now. So we can show Baller what's up here. So we can show him. You said so he don't look like Trav with his release. You mean Shador? What do you why you keep saying Trav? You're confusing me. Trav is not a quarterback. Yeah, you still tripping because you said with his release, Travis didn't have any opportunity this year to release the ball. They didn't have any plays for him yet to where it calls for him to do like Jimmy did last year. Okay. Yeah, North Dakota State is a very formidable opponent. They are. They that wasn't a team that's going to come lay down and let you beat them. No. That was supposed to be a trap game for us, but it wasn't. You said he's smoking that good stuff. Okay, if that's what he's doing, then I give him a pass. I ain't say you lost the battle, but see, you came up here today thinking I wasn't prepared. That's what happened. But I'm prepared today for you. Sure am. I'm prepared, man. I did yeah, I know they're good. I know they have a good team, baller. And see, you weren't in here from the beginning. I said they're a good team. Yeah, they're a good team. This is not going to be a game where this might be a close game. Yeah, I'm not giving the score predictions. I feel like I'm jinxing. I'm not going to do that anymore. But it's going to be a close game. And Colorado's going to pull it out. UCF by 2 touchdowns? I don't think so. They have them up by 2 touchdowns right now. They're the favorite by 2 touchdowns. Unless they got to play in severe inclement weather. Unless the field is extra soggy. I don't know. You said Beach material. Where you come from? You said UCF 27, CU 14. You just came. You came straight off. You fell right on out the bushes on that one. Let me see. Let me go back, see if you had said something previously. Nope. Damn, you just came. Damn, you just came flying out the bushes. What's going on here? You just came flying out the bushes with that score? 27-14. Oh, you're so disrespectful. Lord have mercy. You said you are so fun. I'm not trying to be funny. He is Clark Kent. He Clark Kent. He at home running around with onesies on. And the best damn player in the nation. And he loved on video. Listen, he don't go nowhere. I guarantee you see him on that damn video game. I'm telling you. And he's 4.0. So the man's Clark Kent, man. That's Clark Kent. That's the only thing I could say to you. What happens is he put that uniform on and then he turned into something. He morphed into something else. It's crazy. He's not flashy, nothing. He just a regular kid, man, that just happened to be really good at football. Yeah, he felt Stanford, the beats material fell out the bushes on me. You said now, see, look, now he trying to see he Jedi mind tricked me. He said, I'm just a loyal listener, fam. See how he Jedi mind tricking me? Beach material 27 foot. That's disrespectful. Dang. But hey, you know what? Okay, so that's your prediction. So I'm gonna remember that. And yeah, I'm gonna remember that. Beach material. Are you from Florida? Because you got your name Beach Material. He must be. Oh, you know what it is, folks? That's a UCF fan. That's what it is. That's a UCF fan that fell out the bushes. They be falling out the bushes on me, man. That's all right. They all falling out the bushes on me. And Baller, I don't know what's going on with you today. You said this is gonna be a breakout game. Breakout game for who? Baller. This is a really good game matchup, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is. And it's exciting, they're going to Florida. Coach Prime, he's from Florida, and a lot of other players from Florida. So they get to go there and do what they got to do. I know we coming. I know we are. But you got to tell Baller that, because Baller and Beach Material trying to beg me differ here. Yeah, Stanford fell out the bushes on me, man. That's what they do. You got some UCF fans up in here. You said it's a home game for CU. You think so? You think the crowd ain't gonna be extra hostile? This is UCF big game here. It's a big game. So I think they will be the crowd is gonna be heavily UCF. I know some people that's going to that game though. So hopefully they'll tell me how they like the game. That'd have been a nice game for me to go travel down to, but however, nature is saying no. I'm not going down that highway and a whole damn hurricane coming. I'm not doing that. No, sir. I'm not doing that. I got caught in a hurricane before. Man, listen. Never again. You say yes, Florida, but I'm all day CU. See, I knew you was from Florida. I knew it. I knew it. You said if you think about it, it's basically Florida versus Florida. CU folks from Florida. We'll see. It's gonna be a good game, though. I really do. I like the matchup. I do. I really like the game. Like I said, I'm just appreciating week by week, to be honest with you. I like all the games. I'm not gonna lie to you. Every last game they face, and I like it. So Just gonna enjoy this season, man. Take it week by week. Really, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not rushing anything. You don't see me talking about Kansas State right just yet. Just worried about I like this game here, UCF. But we gotta see how the weather holds up. You right? Because do anybody know when is the weather really supposed to be really bad in Florida? It's today, right? You say, quick question. Why do you think Prime chose Colorado over FSU? The FSU job wasn't available. Colorado, it turns out that it was a really perfect fit. It really was, because it was a situation where he had to totally rebuild and he had a lot of control to do it. And on top of it, the local economy, everything panned out. So it was just a perfect spot. Now, hindsight is always 2020. But now that I'm looking at it now, a year later, it was the perfect opportunity. It's the Power Five. Um, Shador could really go prove himself as a Power Five quarterback. It was good for Travis to go there. The reason why I say that is because if they had stayed at Jackson State, they would have gave them a problem in the draft. You know that. They would have got drafted, but it would have been a problem. They would have lost money. It's supposed to be done storming Friday morning. Okay. Coach Robinson said it's supposed to be done. Okay, so that's not bad. They can get the field ready. Hopefully, it won't be too soggy. Is that an outdoor stadium, right? Hopefully, it won't be too soggy. But if you think about it now, Colorado was the perfect fit now. Um, yeah, just the perfect fit. Now you can't give them a problem getting drafted saying that they didn't improve themselves. You know, they had a special run at Jackson State, but I almost think business wise, Prime had to move on. He had to for the kids. He had to. So just worked out. It worked out the way it did, and yeah, Florida State wasn't available. Though, I don't think. Anybody here going to the game? Um, Hope you guys have a good time. Hopefully the weather is nice. Um, if anybody going to the game. But you say stop at old school. You don't like that he left Jackson State? 4 games in, how I'm feeling. Feeling it's doing pretty good. 4 games. They 3-1. Yep. Not a bad record so far. There's a lot of teams out there, really good teams in the nation right now is 3-1. So oh, you going to the game? Hopefully you have a good time and hopefully the weather holds up. But you should have a good time. It's going to be sold out. Yeah, it was just a matter of time. I mean, this was a really good move, Colorado. It really was. Now that I'm looking at it, I know you excited for that game. Do you have to travel far? Or you're not too far from the stadium? Are you flying in or? But yeah, it's gonna be sold out. Y'all gonna have a good time. Y'all gonna have a really good time. And it's really good for football. They have a lot of haters, but however, this whole excitement around Colorado is really good for football right now. Really is. Oh yeah, ball. I'm not streaming the games no more. I'm just not doing it. They copyright stuff. Just can't do it. Oh, you're in ATL. Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't have a far have a safe trip. You don't have far to travel. Have a safe trip. Yeah, it does feel different from last year 3-1. Yes, it does. It feels a lot different because they fixed a few things, and I like that. Yeah, I like how you said it. Does 3-1 feel different from last year 3? Yeah, it does. It does feel better. The reason being, I like what the defense is doing in the linebacker position. The linebacker room has gotten really good. Not worried about Travis or McKinney, and I'm not worried about Silman Craig. So yeah, they doing really good. The defensive line is improved. They're stopping the run. They're doing different things in the scheme to change up if something is not working on defense. Yeah, I really like this year. I do. Um, they're committing to the run game. Shador is a big part of that run game. Yeah, I like it. I really do like their chances this year. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you, see you, Buffalo. I forgot. And it's in my notes too. Yeah, the block bully is back. And that's very important for that run game to stop the run. He's gonna cause disturbance in that defensive line. So yeah, he's back. He's back this week. So he's back. We need him on time. Now Shiloh, I heard him at practice. He is bothered now. He wants to play. He's itching to play, but I think by the bye week he should be back. But if he had it his way, he'd play this week. He said, "Come on now, y'all holding me back now." He said, "This is too long." He want to be out there in the action. So we'll see. Who do you think is going to redshirt? Maybe one of the quarterbacks. Couple of the wide receivers. Yeah. Like I said before, it's a really good problem to have when it's so much. It ain't that much ball to go around. Really good problem to have. Really good problem to have. Man, it's just I really like where he's at Colorado, man. I must say, man, I really like it. I like what's going on up there, and it's perfect fit for him. You said, "Oh, better red shirt." Well, he played last game. You allow how many games you allowed to play as a red shirt? 4. So we'll see, but definitely he's gonna be the man next year. Definitely, he's the man. I'm just telling you. Oh, 3. Yeah, he definitely gonna be the man. You said he said God told him to go there. Well, you got to listen to your inner voice. Your inner voice is God. It's God talking through you. So yeah, you got to listen to that. Hey DJH, how's it going? But yeah, man, it's Saturday. Weather should be nice for people that's traveling in. You guys should have a good time. Um, a neighbor of mine is actually going to the game. Her husband is an alumni. UCF. They left already. They left mad early. They left Monday, this past Monday. They made a vacation out of it. And they were worried about because they I believe no, did they fly? No, they drove down actually. I don't see their car. Yeah, they drove down. And he's really excited about the game and how we got to talking about it. He saw my Colorado hoodie on. And we got to talking about it. He was like, yeah, I want to. This is very exciting for the team, actually, that Colorado is coming. He said everybody's really excited for this game because everything is sold out, just the hype around the game. They made a lot of money off this as well, and they really happy about it. You said, Max, Coach Hayes? Yes. I watch. What's going with Coach Hayes? He's from Florida, right? So, yeah, I know Coach Hayes. Absolutely. Um, what he all right? Like, what's going with Coach Hayes? So yeah, they excited about. They said that the alumni and everybody's excited about this game, and it came. They said it's at the perfect time. They needed this, and they like Coach Prime, and Coach Prime. He has a relationship with the coach. So the coach, there's no hate there. They, because they were recruiting Shador and them and Shiloh. So he's very well familiar with this coach. So after the game, then he'll be able to ask the coach if I think that's what he said. He said after the game, then me and him be really friends after the game. He can ask for advice and stuff like that. But he's a really solid coach. So that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a really, really nice event. Oh, he's having a big gathering for all the content creators and the recruits. Is going to be a great gathering. Everybody going. I wish I can go, but I'm not trying to go in that. It's too late for me to go now. I'm not. That weather is hitting me right right around that game time. So I mean, I would probably have to leave today though, actually. But yeah, it's too late. But that'll be cool. All the content creators gather and hang out. That would be good. I'm gonna be watching for that. Is Chico going? Big Dog going? He probably should. I think he probably might roll up. Is he going? That would be dope if they all hang out. Yeah, that definitely would. And then share content. That's what it should be happening. Everybody should be like helping each other out. My plate has been busy because I've been on the other channel. It's a lot going on the other channel with this news business. And it's so much going. After this, I'm gonna be live over there, right immediately. It's so much going. There's so much going on in the country right now that I had to come over here and talk football because it takes your mind away from it. They can't even protect these presidents. Did you hear what happened to Obama? It's crazy. Like, what is the Secret Service doing, man? So it's a lot going on. So I'd rather talk about this. I hope not. Yeah, everybody going to jail, Mike. Everybody going. I'm talking about the New York mayor next in about an hour. And I predicted that was going to happen from this last case I followed. That he was his name was all over that case. So it was a matter of time if we get indicted by the feds. But yeah, man, let's stick to football, Stanford. That's where I'm here because this right here, man, this take my mind off everything. That's what I appreciate with coaching them bringing to the table. I really do appreciate how Bucky with the camera and Darius and pregame show. I really appreciate that part of it because it's all year round. Like after the season over, now it's recruiting. That's the big thing, and then preparing for the draft. Stuff like that. NFL Combine. Bucky gonna be all over the place. In the off season, he gonna be busy. He gonna be busy. See you, Buffs, Soldiers, Max V Media. We said what happened to Obama. It was a security breach. That guy with a firearm was able to get close to his window when he was in an SUV. Happened in Los Angeles. The guy didn't mean to do it though. He wasn't a hostile guy. He was doing security at a party and he was told federal agents is outside. So he went to go check. And he went up to the SUV. There was no Secret Service around. And he saw Obama sitting there. That was crazy. So that's all. But still, it was a security breach. But UCF, man. Hopefully, y'all have really good weather. Hopefully, it's nice and sunny. And everybody have a good time. But that game going to be exciting, though. Really is. You said if Trav stay healthy, I don't think he should run the 40 or the drills. You talking about the combine? He might not have to. All he has to do is have a private workout for the team that's drafting him. If that's the case, he really don't have to do too much in the combines. He really don't. I was thinking about that the other day in Shador. Who do they really have to work out for though? Really, right? Because if I'm Shador and Travis, I'm like, okay, if it looks like the Raiders are going to get him, then honestly, guys, I think it's the Raiders. I think it's going to be the Raiders. It's not going to be Dallas. Definitely not. They just signed Dak to a lot of money. It's not going to be Dallas. Even though if he went to Dallas, he could stand to learn under Dak for a couple years. And that way you don't have to throw Shador in with the sauce. But there's going to be some teams out there that need a quarterback right away. So it just depends on where he go. We'll see. I don't know. I like the Raiders. You know why though? Because I want to go to Vegas. So that's going to give me a reason to head to Vegas. That's going to give me a reason to head to Vegas. I always say the New York Jets, but I don't know, man. It just depends on who have a really bad. Unfortunately for him, he going to a team that really need him, that really had a bad season. And the Jets is a nice opportunity because Rodgers, he can learn under Rodgers for a year or so because Rodgers, he near retirement. And then Shador could take over like how Brady did. Brady didn't start right away. It was when the Jets knocked out Drew Bledsoe in that game. Mo Lewis hit Drew Bledsoe, and then Brady took over. But he had a little time to develop, though. That's what Brady was talking about. He said they don't really develop anymore like they used to. He said they were developed. He said he was developed as a player. Teams don't really be doing that now, but I would like to see him develop, though. You said Max, he going to the Giants. You said Jones got to go. Hey, man, Shador, if you do go, man, you're probably living in Hoboken. He probably living up in Hoboken or something like that. It's real close to the city. He'll love it. I mean, I say the Raiders, but I don't know where he's going to go. I just remember Coach Prime saying it looks really nice around here. And we don't know. It could be a team, right, that might trade up to get him. You know, give up some of their draft picks for a team to get the rights to him. So I don't know where he's gonna end up. I think the season too early still. We'll see. For the NFL, see who tank and all that. Yeah, we'll know in December. We will definitely know in December after the season. We'll see who's what their record look like. It'll be called the Shador and Travis Bowl. There's a couple quarterbacks that I like though that's coming out. And we're starting to see the future of the NFL, what the NFL quarterback's going to look like in the future. You know, Shador, Cam Ward, Milrow, Manning. When that time come, when Manning times come, that'll be next year. Next year is his money year, believe it or not, because he's a sophomore. So Manning, the kid from Ole Miss, Jackson Dart, I like him. And those are the quarterbacks I'm looking at right now in the Georgia. I'm looking at the Georgia quarterback too, even though he's in a system, but he's showing a lot of promise too. But I like Cam. Cam is tough, man. That's a tough customer. Arch Manning is the future as well. And you know the thing about Arch, I didn't realize he was that fast, did you? I didn't know he had wheels on him. Oh man, the kid got wheels on him. And he's tough. So I really like the future of the NFL quarterbacks. Because you know there's going to be a change in the guard. You know, Rodgers retiring. We got Hurts. I like what Hurts is doing. Jalen Hurts. I like what's his name from Baltimore. By the time all those guys develop, the guy in what's his name be the elder statesman, you know, up there, what's his name? You know, the Nebraska quarterback thinks he's like, and what's his name? He's gonna be the elder statesman. So, and then you're gonna have these other people like on the pyramid coming after his spot, which will probably be Hurts or the kid from Baltimore. They're next, and then Eli and them is under them. Not Eli. What's his name? It's Eli. Eli's from the Giants. Manning, his nephew. Arch. Dude, he juked somebody. Did you see? I'm like, what the hell? What type of time he on? That's a good quarterback, man. Yeah, he said he pulled Flintstones with his legs. Yeah, they were scratching their head because I didn't think nobody had him that mobile. So that's a good thing with the strength and conditioning up at Texas. And also remember, he's still growing. He's still a growing kid, so he might have grown into that. You know what I'm saying? But his uncles weren't that mobile. Oh no. Peyton Manning was a statue. Eli was a little bit, but I think he get that from his grandfather. His grandfather actually, even though that was before my time when he played with the Saints, I heard he was a mobile quarterback when he played with the Saints, getting his YE tittle on. That's what I heard. So that's coming from his grandfather. Yeah, okay, that might be coming from his dad. Yes, his dad was a wide receiver. You're right, and he got hurt. He had back issues. He had a spinal condition. So yes, he getting that from his dad. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Because Manning and them wasn't like that. And I'm sorry I slept on him because I'm like, nah, he ain't mobile. He like his uncle and them. Oh hell no. Oh no. And then he got attitude on top of it. You saw when he threw it to Julian Bond, they had this little celebration doing with the guns, you know, like the 007. Yo, he got attitude with him. I really like his future. So you got him, you got Shador getting ready to come out, you got Cam getting ready to come out, you got Jackson Dart, You got Ewers is hurt, isn't he? I think Ewers is hurt, but he probably will get a shot, but I don't know what's gonna happen. Believe it or not, I like Bo Nix, but I don't know about him. I don't know. We'll see. Some people might surprise me, but right now I like Hurts out of Philly. I like the Baltimore quarterback. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of good quarterbacks, man. NFL is in good hands with that. Oh, Jalen Daniels. Yeah, him too. And the Bears quarterback. Yeah, man, it's the era of the quarterback. That's what's happening. That's where it's panning out to be. And they all know each other too. That's the funny part. So where do Travis fall in line with this? He's gonna be. I don't know what he's gonna start out with. I don't think you label him. I don't think you label. I think you may not let him play as many snaps, but you have to let him play both sides if he can do it. Just to see if he start to tire out, then put him back at one position. I don't care what Richard Sherman's saying. No, don't get me wrong. Now, Richard Sherman was the man. You know what I'm saying? So, but he was like, "Oh, it's no way he's doing this. It's no way." Okay, Richard. All right, all right. We'll see. At least give him a chance. Shiloh gonna go where Shador going. I feel like they playing on the same team. And Shador is going to have a lot of influence on that. Remember I said it. They going to the same team. I call them twins. They actually twins. They going to the same team. But the brothers going to the same team. Wherever it's Shador, he going. And you're getting a bonus with him because he actually is an NFL safety. He's physical and everything. And the way the game is going now, hold on, they cutting the grass. Wherever, the way because you can't really, they call you for everything in the NFL now. So it's just, you said Richard played wide receiver and defensive back, but they made him play defensive back when he got you. I know they did. I know. But that's why he's saying that. Like, oh, it's not going to happen, but we'll see. I would say they'll play. He's not going to play as many snaps in the NFL, but he going to play. I can see him on both ends if he can do what he got to do. He still got that youth. Let him do it. Towards the middle of his career, he'll just pick one. You said Carolina bench Bryce Young. What's going on? Somebody came up on my other channel the other day, said, man, they said, that's why these players, I forget what they said about him, but they said they were going to bench him. I could see that. He got his money, though. He got that signing bonus. Trust me, it ain't all the loss. When he got drafted high, that bonus don't go away. They got to pay him that. He need a fresh start. They had a lot to say about him. I remember in the draft saying that he's short, but yeah, they had a lot. They were really on his. They thought he was taller than what he was. And he got to the combine. They're like, wait a minute, he looked like Doug Flutie. But I don't know. He may need a fresh start. Yeah, I think but I don't even think he's 5'10", man. I think he about 5'9", 5'8". Yeah, believe it or not, 5'9", 5'10" is short for a quarterback these days. Yeah, Travis Hunter's number one on his board. I know. He's number one on mine too. He's number one on everybody. I'm talking about overall. Yeah, he's like, you got to take him. Yeah, he won the Heisman Trophy. He sure did. Bryce Young, he won the Heisman. He won it his sophomore year. He sure did. He can throw the ball now. You said, how old is Shiloh? I don't know. 20, 23? How old is Shiloh? Anybody know? Yeah, Troy Detmer. Troy won the Heisman, right? Or was it Coy? He got a brother named Coy Detmer too. They both were quarterback. Yeah, Troy won the Heisman. Troy Detmer, I remember that. He was nice though. He 23, right? He born in 2000. He 24. He going on 24 then. He born in 2000. Ty Detmer, yeah, Ty won the Heisman. He had a brother named Coy Detmer. He had another brother too, but we know Ty and Coy. They're the most famous. Oh, he's already 24. Well, you know, back in the day, let me see. That wasn't unheard of back in the day because most players they played damn near all 4 years. He is a little bit older. He is. But remember Chris Winkie, when he went to the NFL, he was that age. He was a little older, actually. Chris Winkie was older, actually. Y'all remember Chris Winkie, right? He won the Heisman Trophy too, Chris Winkie. Remember, he played baseball first and then went back to college. Yeah, Chris Winkie was older, man. He said Chris was almost 30. He still got drafted, played NFL for a little bit, but he played baseball. Remember, he got drafted out of high school and he spent his time in the minors trying to come up and whatnot. And he went on back to college. So it's been a few players throughout history, but Shiloh's not the oldest in history, like coming out to the draft. I would say he developed the maturity now. So you ain't got to worry about maturity with him. He's ready to go. Yeah, Chris was about 27. You said like Kyle Murray, he needed to play baseball. Yeah, he went to quarterback, right? Yeah. Yeah, he was two sport too. Kyle Murray was. Yep. You said Arkansas got a 30-year-old wide receiver. I believe it. Colorado State got a 30-some-year-old kicker out of England. Okay. February 9, 2000. Okay, 24. Well, you got to understand, when he started out his career in South Carolina, he played there 2 years. He got hurt one of the years, and then he got hurt at Jackson State, and then he got hurt here. So he spent some time on medical situation, but technically he's only played 4 full years. Ain't that something? He's on the field playing as like a senior, really, because he spent some time out of the game. He had a leg injury too, or something like that, knee injury at Jackson State. So, and he had that COVID year, right? So technically, playing regular, he's been 4 years technically. So he don't have, well, he do got a little wear and tear because he had injuries. I don't know if y'all remember like Grant Hill when he played. He spent a lot of time injured. That's why he was able to extend his career for so long, because he didn't play. The first he spent a year here off, 2 years off, like that. I tell you who was an Iron Man, Vince Carter was. He played a long time. He's like Brady in basketball. Football is something, man. It's not too many people can last that long, man. Like a Brady. That's unheard of. But like those other positions, like running back, they got a short shelf life. Running backs, different thing. But like what Trent Williams is doing, he's an Iron Man. He's been 14 years and still signed another contract. He's already first ballot Hall of Fame. Trent Williams is first ballot Hall of Fame. He's already his name. They just got his name waiting for him. It's after he retired. He's Hall of Fame. He just playing for the love of it now, and they just reward him with another contract. But he's playing for the love of it. He just loved playing. But he's definitely one of the football Iron Men. He definitely made the all-decade team. But for sure, he's as soon as he retire, whenever he's eligible, he's in. He's in. Trent Williams. Damn, you realize when he got drafted, Shador was 8 years old. You realize that? That's how long he was been playing. Travis was 8 years old. And he just signed another contract. That's an Iron Man. They're rare. He's a rare breed. He's in a rare class now. That's why I know he's first ballot Hall of Fame. Everybody knows that. It's like when they finally retire him, they're gonna retire his jersey. They're not gonna use Trent jersey anymore. Well, at least the 49ers is not gonna do it. He gonna retire a 49er. He was that type of player that could have played in the 80s. He could have played in any era, like just with his skill set. You said he needs be more dedicated in the weight room. I think he's in really good shape though. You know, he don't get tired during the games. He's all over the place. He's all over the ball. Um, he has good knowledge of the game. Um, yeah, I don't see a problem with Shiloh on the next level. I really don't. He's physical. Um, he's an old school type of player though. I love it. All right. Do I think to hold the ball too long? No, it's a situational thing. He's first of all, he's in the pocket, and then the pocket breaks down while he's still in the pocket. So if he throw it away, they're gonna call a penalty if he don't get outside that box. If he gets outside of the box and there's nothing there and he can't run, then yeah, throw it away. I've seen him do that. But there's been too many times where that pocket is breaking down. He don't have a choice but to hold on to it. So the next level that'll change. That'll change in the next level though. He really is committed to going through his progressions. He really is. But the last game you saw him run it though. He saw that it was nothing there and like, all right, I'm gonna take it. So look for him to do that this game too. I'm pretty sure. Shiloh kind of remind me of I'm thinking about the safeties of back in the day. He's an old school player, which is really saying a lot because it's saying a lot when I say he reminds me of Atwater. That's saying a lot about him. He's not as big as Atwater, but he's kind of like he's not as big as Ronnie Lott either. He's more like a Troy was bigger than him. Palomalo was bigger. He's old school, man. He's more like he's like a Atwater type of player. He's like a Steve Atwater. And that's saying a lot. Like I think he'll be fine in the NFL. The Jets could fucking use him. The way things are going now, like, can you come now? Like, if they ain't playing you here, Shaq, come on to New York. They could sign you now, because we damn sure need we need help out there. I mean, what's his name can't do it. Sauce can't do it all by himself. So he needs help. Sauce needs help. So yes, I don't see why he couldn't come to the Jets. They will listen. They will love to have him in New York. Them fans, man. Oh hell no. We finally got a Sanders, because we didn't like Dion. Oh hell no, we did not. We did not like Dion when he came there, especially what he did to the Giants on Monday Night Football. But we'll love to have his son though. That's right. And I think he would like New York. He would, but yeah, he definitely going somewhere because of his skill set. He definitely going. And I know, the crazy thing about it is, I saw something like, he's hurt, right? But he wants to come back and play. I like that. That means he loved the game that much. And then he's like, I need to get some film. And I want to tell him, you don't need no more film. What more film do you need? You don't need no more. We know what you can do. You don't need no more film. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sorry you couldn't leave out this year to come help the Jets, because they need him. They need another safety that not only can hit and add intimidation, but can intercept that ball. We need that, but it's just not his time yet. Whenever at the end of the season, we see where he end up. But remember this, he gonna make the team wherever he ends up at. He definitely is. And I know what he's thinking. I really know what he's thinking. Like, damn, I got hurt. If he had played a certain way this year, he knew that the draft stock will up itself. But I'm here to tell him, people know what he can do. Just wherever he get drafted, but he get his opportunity, he's going to be all right. And he already got the maturity already, because he's 24. So they ain't got to worry about the maturity aspect of it. Yeah, I think he's going to be fine. The injury is going to heal up, stuff like that. He just need to give himself time to heal. And if they feel like they don't want him to play yet, then he just got to do that. He's got to sit out. At least sit out until the bye week, because he got his rest of his career ahead of him. This is it for him. So, but I like the other players that are sophomores and stuff like that. I like where they're headed. So they got a really good foundation. I like Anquin Barnes, what he bringing to the table with his size and stuff like that. He's only going to get better. Hayes got 2 more years left of eligibility. Okunlola has some year. I think, don't he got some more eligibility left? So I like where they're headed. So then they're bringing in last game they had some recruits there. Now Prime said they locked up 3 recruits. The media saying 2, but he might have let something slip. Because he said, "Oh, I wasn't supposed to talk." So they must have locked up 3 recruits, but they're not saying who the third one is. But look in the off season, look for a major recruit to come there, especially at the quarterback position. So, yeah, I think I like where they're headed. Shador and them is leaving them in good hands. They got this foundation going in the right direction. Yeah, the defense is playing well enough for him to sit to the bye week. But I saw him in practice. Yeah, Jimmy, if he keep playing when he playing, yeah, he's first round. No doubt. If he's not, he's early second round. Definitely. And he's gonna make the team he go to, just like Xavier did. I kind of want to see them go play together. Like somehow he end up in Arizona with Xavier. But you know how I am. Like the Jets need some players, man. They need some players, man. Jimmy, how you like New York, man? How you like New York? You said Staub is a beast. Well, he's up next then. Yeah, I think they should retire his jersey. Number 12 and 2. Yeah, well, Sue, he came out of Nebraska. He was a beast. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was. Y'all had a few beasts on that team. Y'all had Bob. I didn't realize y'all had Bob Green. This the Steelers offensive lineman. I didn't realize y'all had what's his name? Bob something from back in the 70s. I didn't realize he played at Nebraska. I don't know about Juju. I don't know. I believe it when I see it. Who was that, Mike? Y'all had Bob. He played with Art Shell with the Steelers. Yeah, y'all had his Bob something. Not Bob Green. It was Bob something. He was the one that used to wrap his hands up like it was always broken, but it wasn't. And he used to use it as a battering ram, offensive lineman. I remember watching his documentary in high school, and I started doing that. It worked too. Definitely did. You said no hate, but the best old linemen, men are always white guys. How old are you? Baller, how old are you? I don't think race got nothing to do with it. I don't look at it like that. I think for me the best one of the best offensive linemen of all time, he was Mexican. Believe it or not. He's Mexican. Mexican. And yeah, it was a lot of good ones, don't get me wrong. In the history, you had Peyton Manning, center. He was really good. He was top notch. Um, the old center from the when Bradshaw was playing, he was good, even though he passed away from CTE. He used his head a lot. That's back then when they used to use the headbutt a lot. And I think that's what did it. Back then, we used to play like that, believe it or not. When you block and use your head a lot. I'd use mine a lot. And I don't think they do that no more. I don't think that's a thing. Or is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. But yeah, we used to use our head as a battering ram. We used to do it. I don't recommend it, but yeah, they used to do that. Um, but yeah, he passed away. He had CTE. But yeah, it was that man. Stuff they used to do back then, man, it was lethal. So I like how the game changed in that aspect. Like it's a lot safer. Yeah, from Cincinnati, SN. But you had a lot of offensive line. You said most Nebraska players go to the Lions or yeah, they do. Because Richie Incognito, he played for Nebraska. He went to Miami. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, they used to teach us to lead with our head. And because somebody was asking me that, do you like I remember my doctor said that to me. He said the reason why you got neck problems, he said, were you in an accident? Because I had to do I had an x-ray done. He was like, you had a lot of trauma to your neck. Like, what happened? I was like, I played football. And he said, yeah, I did too. My doctor said that too. He was like, yeah, I did too. And my doctor he was an offensive lineman. He actually played in college, my doctor. And I asked him, I said, did you lead with your head? He said, yeah, I did. I said, we used to do that. I don't think they do that anymore. He said, I don't think so. He said they teach you different technique. Because the technique starts in Little League. That's where we learned it. And then it progressed on to high school, and it was just like a learned thing. We didn't do it all the time, but there was many plays where our face mask collided. And I don't think that's normal. Now they more so, yeah, Anthony Munoz. He's like considered like the Mount Rushmore of offensive linemen, Anthony Munoz. If you go look at his film, he was a beast. But I'm not saying it's a normal thing to do because now they more so go on their strikes. You're supposed to really go on your strikes. But every now and then when we run blocking we using it as a weapon. That's what used to happen. And he was like, it's not really because I think he said his grandson played football now. He said it's not really a learned thing. They don't do that anymore. And also when you tackle, remember when Ed Reed was there? When he was looking at the team, he was telling them to square up and he would tell them to tackle a certain way. And then Shiloh told him we don't do that no more. Yeah, so they don't do it anymore. They don't, because when Ed Reed was looking at him, he said, no, y'all not doing it right. And then he said, oh, you guys must not be taught that anymore. And Shiloh told him, no, we don't do that anymore. So, but yeah, I'm glad they don't because when you 40 and 50 years old, you're going to feel it. You know what I'm saying? You basically in a car wreck every play. That's what it feels like being in the trenches, like back then. But now they rely on their striking and different other techniques. But yeah, just imagine being in a car play every play, and then they just load you up with Vicodin. They were doing that when he was in high school. Oh, you hurt? Here's some Vikes. Take that. Oh, you seeing stars? Okay, well, don't be a P word. You're gonna go right back out there. So what? You seeing stars? So what? It's crazy. But that's what you signed up for. You know what I mean? We signed up for it. So I'm not saying that I was forced to play. I was not forced to play. Back then we played for the love of we wanted to play. So it wasn't nobody forced us to do it. But I just look back on it with some of the problems I had with my neck. That's where it came from. It's where it came from. I mean, thank God I don't need surgery, but imagine some of these players went to college and beyond. Imagine how they're going to be when they're in their 40s, like me. Craziness. That's why I give them all the respect. That's why I think, when these players, look, you got to think about this, right? When these players sign, hold on one second. When these players sign for these big contracts, I mean, just think about what they put their bodies through and the insurance, the amount of money they're going to pay for doctor bills when they're in their 40s. Or will they be able to enjoy their money in their 40s? Right? So I really like how the game has changed a little bit. I like how the shoulder pads have gotten smaller. All that stuff helps. Yeah, them hits come with receipts. I'm feeling it now. They come with receipts. They do. And them receipts are delayed. They delayed, man. My brother played at he played at Winston-Salem. He played when Yancey Thigpen was there. Yancey Thigpen was a teammate of his. He went on to play for the Steelers. And no, what's his name didn't play. I know he trying to say he played. What's his name? Stephen A. Smith? No, he didn't play. My brother was there when he was there. No, he wasn't actually. Stephen A. had already left already. So maybe Stephen A. did play. He wasn't there when my brother was there. But Yancey Thigpen was. And yeah, man, afterwards, man, they feeling it. They feeling those hits, man. He got a permanent limp now. My brother does. And for no reason, he just developed the limp. It just arthritis, just wear and tear. Good thing I don't have all that. Like I said, I only went like high school level, so my effects is not that bad. But yeah, the more you go up and beyond, them hits matter. You can see the hits now when they be hitting each other out there. Them hits matter. But it's a young man sport. You know what I'm saying? So they enjoy it now. But yeah, like I said, the amount of money, like look at Brett Favre. He said he got Parkinson's? He feeling the effects and stuff, even though that's maybe that can come from football. You know, that's something, maybe it's hereditary, but he looked like he feeling it. Jim McMahon, you've seen the documentaries on Jim McMahon. He can barely walk, man. You said it's this you said at Mike, that was very disturbing, and we know Coach Prime has a relationship with Jerry Jones. I mean, things happen, man. I mean, Jerry was okay. So what happened was, so Jerry, he wasn't even talking to Jamie Foxx when he was talking. He was talking to somebody else. He was that's the funny part. He was talking to somebody else, and Jamie Foxx just happened to go live, but then he cut the live. I don't know if that's a old age catching up to him. I don't know. He might be getting too old. He might let his son take over. That might be old age catching up to him, because I don't know what that size got to do with playing football. His son might be like, "Dad, it's time for me to take over, man. Just let the kids take over now, man. You can sit back and retire." You said Jim McMahon was hurt by a dirty play. There was a lot of plays back then that was considered dirty. It was shame that what happened to Dave Dworson. He was a running back for the Bears during that time. Him and Walter Payton. Dave Dworson, he was a successful businessman, but he offed himself. He was just his brain was just not functioning right, and he donated his brain to research, and they said it. He had a very advanced form of it. But that's how they played back then, man. They did. They led with their heads, everything else. Just like them Steelers, man. Back even as early as the early 2000s, like when Richard Sherman and them was playing. And I forget what's the not Richard Sherman, the other one that played for the Steelers. I mean for the yeah, the Steelers. When they had that linebacker that looked like Hercules hitting people, whew. It's crazy, man. He looked like he can still play now, actually. He didn't even gain no weight. He's still the same size. Imagine them dudes hitting you, man. It's crazy. Imagine trying to tackle Big Shannon Sharp. He every bit of like 260, 250. It was Troy Polamalu. Who was the guy that played with him though at safety? I forget his name. Remember he had interviewed Prime. He came up to Colorado. I forget his name. Boy, he used to hit people. He used to take himself out of the game. He hit so hard. You know what? Kevin Green was another one. Yeah, I remember the Legion of Boom. I remember them. Cam Chancellor. Yeah, they were beasts, man. Yeah, man. It's they put you hear them when they be talking, like you can tell they going through something. None of them are normal after playing that game. None of them. Yeah, Ryan Clark. Remember when he used to hit people, he used to take himself out of the game. He hit so hard. So them guys were dangerous. That's just how they learn to play, you know. They be sparing people. Crazy. And how you spare somebody? Like to spare somebody, you putting your body on the line doing that. I remember he came from all the way across the field and speared Ryan Clark and speared somebody, and he laying out unconscious. Like the fuck, man? Like, can you wrap up? Oh, Refrigerator Perry. Remember they used to put him in that running back when they have those fourth and inches plays, they bring the refrigerator in. I still remember that hit. Remember Christian Okoye and Steve Atwater. Man, he backed Christian up, man. Nigerian nightmare. Yeah, wearing those neck rolls. Yeah, it was crazy back then. Wearing them big ass shoulder pads. I remember one time I got hit so hard because I was a tight end. I got hit so damn hard. I don't remember hitting the ground, but I just remembered somebody giving me smelling salts. I still don't know why they did that. I'm like, why are you giving me this? I like swipe my hand, like get that away from me. And then I'm going to the my helmet. I don't even know where my helmet was. I just know that they helping me off, and I had this smile on my face. And I remember they asked me what day it was. I didn't know. They said, "What is it? Monday, Tuesday? What day it was? I don't know what fucking day it is. I know it's day out." They said, "Yeah, you can't go back in, son. You don't know what the fuck day it was." I ain't know what day it was. I just know it was. I said it's daylight. That's what I said. It's daylight, and it was a school doctor. Like he looking at me, shaking his head. He said, "You can't go back out there." And I'm laughing. I'm like, "I'm all right." He said, "No, you're not." And he said, He said, "Son, you don't even know where your helmet is." I don't even remember hitting the ground. I don't know why my helmet flew off. My shoe was off. I had one shoe off. Um, Helmet off. I think the helmet broke actually, but that was off. And they helped me off the. You know how they help you? Somebody holding your arm and you walking. Yeah, I didn't know what day it was. It was a Saturday, but I didn't know if it was Saturday or not. That's how crazy that was a hard. I don't even. Damn it, boy, hit me hard. Holy shit! And then they had the nerve to play me at center. I was getting my ass kicked so bad. I said, "Coach, I'm getting my ass kicked out here." He said, "We ain't got nobody else." So that was crazy. Quarterback didn't get sacked though, but I remember after the game, I had so many bruises. Mother was like, "Where all these bruises come from?" My eyes swollen, lip busted. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. Oh my God, Sean Taylor, rest in peace. Sean, that if he hadn't have passed away, he would have been in the Hall of Fame. That man was dangerous. That man was dangerous. Washington, that's when they used to call him the Redskins. He was dangerous. Came out of the University of Miami. He was dangerous. I remember when he was at University of Miami, he hit was it who did he hit? He hit wasn't Samari Roll. It wasn't Peter Ward. I can't remember who he hit, but he spent them. He flipped them in the air, hit him so damn hard. You said you tried center and it sucked. Yeah, so you're getting beat the whole damn game, especially if you undersized. Like, what are you gonna do if you undersized? They just waiting for you to snap that ball so they can take it, do what they got to do to you. And back then, we did play dirty because what else am I gonna do? And yeah, we chop blocked that, and I don't agree with it. I don't agree with chop blocking because it's they don't do that no more. But chop blocking is very dangerous because you could really hurt somebody. But yep, that's what they were doing. Yeah, Troy Polamalu was crazy. He was crazy, then prayed for you after the game. He prayed for you. Very soft-spoken person. Want to know how your family doing after you don't damn near try to take your head off. Believe it or not, they said Ray Nitschke was like that too. He was a gentleman, he was like he was an intellectual, but he didn't look like it. Then after the game, he's soft spoken, like, how your family doing? How's everything? You want to go out to dinner after he don't try to kill you? He put his shoulder pads on there. He's a monster. I like that type of player though. Yeah, Ray Lewis was another one. And then I remember Ocho saying, he's hit me so hard. He said Ray hit me so hard. He said, I just didn't want to do this no more. Yeah, Ray was crazy. Ray used to talk to himself during the game. That's how you know he was crazy. Like, who was he talking to? He talking to himself the whole game. Yeah, players like that, they got ticks in their brain. You don't want to mess with them. It's bad. Urlacher was another one that should have been locked up. He should have been locked up. Ray should have been locked up. Definitely Troy Polamalu. They were lethal. Jadeveon Clowney, that's another one. He needed to go to jail. All of them. They were assaulting people out there. Lawrence Taylor, all of them. It's like they legally assaulting people out there. It's crazy. Yeah, he made that mistake. He said he went right to Ray Lewis. Ray just he decleated him, I think. You know how you take your cleats off the like you get hit and you fall, your legs is in the air. That's how he hit him. That's a bad hit when you get hit like that because the fans is oohing and ahhing and you got to get back up and go in the huddle. I think everybody had a couple screws loose. Everybody had a couple screws loose playing that. I don't know why they let us do that. But definitely Ray had a couple screws loose. Sue, and then Dominic Tom Sue, whatever his name is, he was crazy too. But then off the field, he's a nice guy, off the field. But on the field, he's crazy. He's crazy. And with the Bosa brothers, they crazy too. Both of them are crazy. You ever see his eyes when he play? It's like he don't injected something in himself. He's crazy. Like he on steroids or something. He crazy and his brother's crazy. Both of them crazy. The kid from Dallas, he crazy too. I forget his name. I don't even think he should be playing. Like he hit you as a problem. What's his name? Micah Parsons. He's crazy. Mike Singletary was crazy. He used to talk to himself too, and he see everything. Like his eyes wide open. Yeah, Mike was a hell of a player. Hell of a player. You said roid rage. They must have it. I don't know what these players take. It's like, you get in college is one thing. Then NFL, it's like they turn into like robots. I don't know what them supplements they take in the NFL. You said that's you said as you get older, you appreciate the trenches. I do. You know how they say like Colorado, the trench always getting beat. I still appreciate what they doing. It's hard work. It's dirty work, man. I like Benson. I like his attitude. I like his attitude. They showed this one part in the game, Bucky's film. Him and Rock head butted each other. They crazy. Rock crazy too. You see how they head butted each other? They crazy. You got to be crazy to play that. But Rock, after the game, he's a soft-spoken person. Okay, he's a soft-spoken person after the game, but you could tell he's crazy when he get in the game. You got to be crazy to play guard. You got to be crazy, and they are. I saw them; they were headbutting each other. Yeah, it's dirty work, man. Yeah, don't play with them big guys. It's a big man game. Don't play with them. You said free Tyler Johnson. He's. I think Coach said he gonna make his way in the game. But when he get in that game, I feel sorry for his opponent. I feel sorry for him. He gonna take it out on him. And then I think them sacks will be corrected. So I don't know. They didn't release the depth chart yet, but he's still. I saw him. He was third on the depth chart. But I think Coach said they want to do a rotation. They want to go 7 deep or maybe something like that. But I know Mayers gets in the game. But yeah, man, the trenches, you got to be crazy to play that. I'm just telling you. But don't let Tyler Brown fool you. He's soft spoken and everything else, but he looked like a madman out there. He don't look right. Like I would not want to be lined up with him. He don't look right. He don't look right. Benson is just like, I don't know. You said Tyler Johnson is in great shape, so he should be ready to go. He ready. They should be activating him pretty soon, which is going to be dangerous. So they're actually going to even protect Shador even more. Oh, he doing good. Tyler Brown doing good, Mike. He in the game. You just don't hear from him because he's doing his job. You don't really hear from the offensive lineman. Not really. You only hear from him if they messing up. But if you don't hear from him, that means he's doing good. And I like Seaton. I like what he's bringing to the table. So he's only going to get better. But yeah, that's dirty work right there. Offensive line work. Yeah, it's just talking back and forth, different things you say to each other. Um, you do things to get yourself mad, before the game. You got to have something to get mad at. I didn't like the fact that I remember one time it was like I was supposed to be blocking this so-called All-American. Like he's supposed to be like the next big thing, right? And his girlfriend on the other, what do you call it? They had some really nice cheerleaders, and that pissed me off because we didn't have any. I was pissed off by it. So my job was to um, fight him the whole game in front of his girlfriend. That was my thing. I was pissed off about it. You know, you got to find something to get pissed off about. And I remember I hit like, oh, I think I headbutted him. It wasn't like by accident. He said, "What are you doing, dude?" When he said that, I knew I had him. The fuck you mean? What am I doing, dude? He called me a dude. That's how I knew. I said, I got his soft ass. I got him. And I told him, I said, your ass is mine the whole game. He said, "What I do to you?" I said, "I don't give a damn. You're mine. I don't like how you did whatever to me. He didn't do nothing to me. You just have to do that to get yourself psyched out." Because he's a big guy too. You know, you want to be able to have some type of advantage, or you're just going to get your ass kicked the whole game. But just imagine you got to move somebody against their will. If not, you ain't going to be able to run the ball. You know, like you have to do it. But that's why I give them all the credit. But I was undersized. But somebody that got size, yeah, it's a good position for you. Yeah, but you always looking for something. It could be how the player looked at you and smiled at you before the game, pissed you off. You got to find something. But anyway, guys, let me get out of here. I'll be back. Um, but yeah, man, the game, I'm looking forward to this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're in Florida. Hopefully the weather stay up. Hopefully people traveling, you guys have a safe trip. And let us know how it went. You know, tell us all the fun you had. Because I'm it's this one guy, he travels to the games. What's his name, y'all? He got a YouTube page. He got the best footage. The best, hands down. He got the best footage ever. Like, I don't know, Bucky, they might need to work with him, yo. He got some really good footage. And yeah, Connect. Thank you, DJ. He got some, let me highlight his name. This is his name right here. Just put his name in YouTube. He got the best footage ever. The best footage. And but don't get me wrong, that Bucky footage when he caught that Shador pass and how he edited, that was awesome. But this guy is that number two. He got some really good footage, and he travels to all the games. Yep, he probably will be at UCF, so I'm be looking for him. He kind of was doing like how Life in Football was doing last year, you know, going to all the games. He go to all the games, and I think Life in Football said he going to this game because he in Florida. So he should be at the game. But yeah, this guy definitely go to all the game. His footage is awesome. The way he edited and everything, really good. So check him out when you get a chance. Check out the last game. He's like right there. He actually got into the stands and everything. It's pretty good. But all right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later on or tomorrow. But you guys have a good one. Thanks for coming in. All right, y'all.